There's the clap. How are you, my love?
I'm good. I feel like it's been a long time since we sat at the table, and I also feel like we have so much to talk about.
Ton of stuff to talk about. Welcome, everybody. Your hair's a little...
Well, it was flat because I got it all sweaty, so I was trying to bring it back to life. It's too big. Yeah, it is. Look at you.
Yeah, now you're using the camera as your personal hair salon.
My selfie view.
Yes. Yes. Welcome to the podcast. It is the holiday season, the time for giving. I just want to make an awesome announcement. I convinced Old Salt Coffee, every single bag you buy of coffee, they will donate $1 to Helicopters for Heroes. So if you are a subscriber and you're buying 2 bags a month, then there's $2 going back to Helicopters for Heroes. So in order for them to keep track of that, you need to put Trevino 10. So please, you're already drinking coffee. You might as well help us help our veterans.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, our friends at Aztec Chevrolet who, man, those guys are just, they're great. They're awesome. They're just good people.
They're good dudes.
Good people. And if you're going to buy a vehicle this holiday season for your taxes or for a gift, whatever you're doing.
People do that. Yep. That's like a thing.
Please give Aztec Chevrolet a chance right there in good old South Texas, Beeville. I love all of you guys that work at Aztec Chevrolet. So thank you so much. But let's get into it.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start today?
Where do I want to start? I do want to make sure that I don't forget to announce, because I don't think I've even had a chance to tell you, the sign up for the New Year's card. Every year we send out a New Year's card and people can go to your website.
Oh, so, we've gained so many new fans since then. So let me tell everybody why we do it. The Trevinos, we don't consider you guys fans. We consider you family. And mainly because without you, there is no us. And you guys make our dreams come true. So we decided that
a couple years ago, you came up with this idea and we started doing it.
Several years ago, we give all of our family a postcard that they can hang on their refrigerator.
Yes.
Well, we want you to have one. We want you to know that we are going to send you a New Year's card.
From our family to yours.
Yes, just like we send to all of our families.
Although I have to say last year, because Delilah, I was like so out of it, our actual Christmas cards never got sent out. Only the ones that people went to the website for and signed up actually got a card. So our family didn't even get them last year, but those folks did.
So on my website, there's a pop-up. You sign up, we send you a card, which... Holy moly, dude. But I had no idea.
But here's the thing. I haven't had a chance to tell you guys. So if you guys have signed up for them in the past, you're going to have to go back to the site and re-sign up. I know you were going to be so bummed out about that, but there's like technical stuff and we get like 300 back every year or more because people have like moved away. So we're starting fresh, you guys. So please make sure go to stevetrevino.com. We want to be able to send them out to you. So just put your address. And we have to cap it off at a certain point so that we can get it printed in time. So it's only going to be up for like 2 weeks.
Okay, so you go to the website, there's a pop-up, you sign up, we send you a card from our family to yours.
And then the only other thing I want to say is I hadn't had a chance to tell you, it's for the U.S. only. And because of the podcast, your audience has grown so much.
Why is it for the U.S. only?
The service that we're using that automates it and all of that, we just can't do the international shipping part of it. And I'm so bummed to even say that because I will tell you guys, appreciate all those people.
I will tell you guys that we're going to work on that.
Yes.
We're going to work on that. So no promises, but we are going to work on that because we love all of you. And thank you so much. We have just so much to be grateful for. I don't even know where to start. So you tell me where we start. Because
where do we start? Do we want to start with Thanksgiving?
Oh my gosh. Florida. We haven't even talked about Florida.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about Florida.
Because we missed a week since it was Thanksgiving. We took the week off.
We took a week off because of Thanksgiving, and we ended up going to Florida as a family, which, oh my gosh, dude, it's hard. It's hard. With just one, one kid is like a walk in the park.
One kid is really easy. Yeah, one kid's really easy compared to two.
Oh my gosh, dude, it is hard.
I mean, I think God knew what was going on in his plan for us that he gave us that age gap. Because I know it was not our intent to have that age gap, but at least Garrett is like a functioning little human.
But you don't even think about the fact that, like, you know, they bring us our meal, right, to eat on the plane because we are in first class, not to brag. We force people go, well, we don't get a meal.
Yeah.
We get our meal, but you don't even think like, oh, well, Renae can't even have a meal right now.
I can't have a tray with a 12-month-old flinging crap everywhere on the plane.
So Renae was like, well, you go ahead and eat first. So I'm like, all right. So then I'm eating over here. And then we got Garrett next to me. Garrett's eating, but he's also trying to be on the...
And you have to open up every individually wrapped thing.
I have to open everything up for Garrett. I got to cut things for Garrett. You know, and you're over there with Delilah. And I'm like, okay, so let's switch. And then we try to switch. But Delilah doesn't want to come over with me.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was fucking hard.
Well, and so Delilah started walking that morning, like walking on her own. And then we had to like coop her up on a plane. And all she wanted to do was walk up and down the aisle.
It was hard, man. And then she'd just take off. But it was definitely tough. But, you know, we got a little payback because we were in Florida when Snowvid hit.
Yeah.
Right? We had in Texas... We had a crazy snowstorm, and we were in Miami at that time, and we ended up having to extend our Miami trip, which was perfect weather.
Yes.
It was like 80 degrees
Meanwhile,
out.
people have no electricity or clean water here.
Yeah, we're in the pool, right? And so this time we're like, ooh, we love Florida. We're going back to Florida. We all go back to Florida, and then all of a sudden, the entire week is gloomy.
It rained every day.
And rained
But not just
every
like
day.
normal, like Florida afternoon rain. Like this was like rain every day.
Every day, the whole day. So it was kind of a little payback. But
we still had a good time.
The best part about it was because of the fact that it rained the way that it did, we really spent a lot of family time, just us.
Yes.
There was no Betty. There was no opening act. There was no road manager. It was just me, my wife, and my 2 kids.
And it forced Steve. There was no lawn to go mow. You had to stay
So
in the hotel room and hang out. It was good.
Really nice. It was
really good. And I have to say, Delilah made her stage debut, and you were in a new club. Like it's a brand new opening club. So I thought
Dania Point, and it was.
I bet it was fitting.
Well, it was. You know, you don't think about it, but it's like Garrett has been watching me walk on stage. It's so very normal to him. Yeah. We always tell the story. The first house that we lived in when we moved here, the neighbor across the street traveled for a living. And I don't know exactly, oil field stuff.
Yeah. And
he would travel on the weekends, and her name was also Renae, and Garrett was like 3 years old, and he goes, Miss Renae, where's David? Uh-huh. And she goes, oh, he's traveling. And then Garrett goes, oh, he's a comedian. Like Garrett just thought,
if you travel for work,
you're a comedian, yeah. Right? But Miami was, South Florida was great, and the fans were amazing.
Awesome. They were so welcoming to our family.
Oh, we loved it.
You know what was so sweet is you're on stage, so you don't get to see these moments, but the TV in the green room, they have a TV in the green room, and it shows what's happening on stage. And you had been sitting on the couch there in the green room with Garrett, and the kiddos had been playing. And when you walked on stage, Delilah saw it. I had her in front of the TV so she could see it.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Delilah's watching it as soon as you walk on, she looks over at the couch and she's like, wait a minute, that dude was just right there. What is going on? So it was really cool.
It was cool. And then we brought her on stage and she was like, smiling and happy, and Garrett got to sing.
Oh, and when Garrett sang, she was standing in the audience with me. I took her out into the showroom, and when the audience would clap, she would start clapping with them for Garrett. It was really, really sweet. I had a real mom moment. I was really happy to be on the road because I've been feeling a lot of guilt about the fact that we traveled so much with Garrett.
And we haven't been able to with her.
And Delilah's just like, it's been a COVID experience, and it's been different, and we haven't done that with her. And so I was feeling mommy guilt, and so last week in Florida made me feel really good.
There's definitely, as a parent, there's moments in life where you kind of get hit with things, and you go, oh man, I got hit hard, when I took Garrett to the ranch, right? We did a father-son ranch trip, and he's just becoming so grown up, he's 6 going on 15, you know.
Yeah.
And he, you know, you can tell that he's trying to walk cooler and be cool, you know. And I'm like, man, that's not my little boy.
Yeah.
But there was a moment when he, we're unloading the truck at the ranch, and you know we have all our gear, and it's cold, so we need coats and jackets, and you know here I am looking at this, you know, camo thick hunting coat, but then all of a sudden he goes, don't forget my backpack, and it was his little Mickey Mouse backpack and a little Ninja Turtle umbrella.
Because he packed it himself.
He packed it himself, and I was like, man, that's probably the last time that he's going to have a little Mickey Mouse backpack and a Ninja Turtle umbrella.
Yeah.
Like, it was really,
Yeah.
I really had a moment of like, oh, man. You know, and I didn't think I was going to have a moment at school, him going to kinder.
Uh-huh.
I did. I had a moment where I was like, oh, man, like, my little boy's going to school.
This is cool. Yeah.
Like, you were really kind of a mess. You know.
Yes.
But no, we definitely enjoyed being in Florida together as a family, and you know the fans and the family, as we call them, were just amazing. And you know we did have a little trouble selling tickets because of the rain.
Yeah.
You know, I mean it was pouring.
Well, it's a beautiful
flood.
club.
Yep.
And the bar was not open yet, just like the showroom had opened. So they haven't had their like big official grand opening. But if you're in the area, it's a beautiful club.
But it was like flash flood warning all weekend.
Yeah.
So that didn't help. But you know, we left there, we came home. It is now Thanksgiving week, and we've got to get ready because people are starting to come over.
Yes.
Tuesday, I took Garrett to spend the night with me at the ranch. And then we woke up Wednesday, and all the family showed
Everyone
up.
came to us, which was really nice. We appreciate that.
It was really nice too to have, you know, Sean and Rebecca. They're just in this kind of weird limbo of life where they're homeless and they're living out of suitcases, and
Yeah.
you know, we are not going to get to see them for quite some time because they're going to Japan.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't realize that, you know, you always want to thank that service member, right? And you go, well, thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that their wives, their moms, their dads, their brothers, their sisters, their grandparents, they all are serving.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not, and Rebecca's been really sweet about trying her very hardest to spend as much time with our kids.
With Garrett
as possible.
especially.
You know,
Yeah.
So that was really special. Then Thanksgiving came, and for the first time in, I don't remember, well, since COVID, I sat in a chair and I didn't move. But did you notice that this Thanksgiving, everybody was just really, really tired? Everybody was really lazy, and everybody was taking naps.
But that's what Thanksgiving is about. Doesn't everyone take a nap on Thanksgiving?
No,
I mean, I did not, because I wanted to get all the Christmas decorations up. But I think most people take a nap on Thanksgiving. You eat, you take a nap, you wake up, you eat again. Like they talk about the turkey and the tryptophan. Is that right? Isn't that what it's called? The chemical in turkey that makes you sleepy? That's part of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But usually Thanksgiving in the past, family gets together. We're all excited, right? We go outside, we play football or throw the ball around.
Yeah.
You know, we jump up, we play 31. That's our game.
Yeah, we played 31. Right? You didn't get in on the game, but I played 31.
But it was still really, really mellow.
Yeah.
Did you notice that or no?
Maybe you were just in a funk. I don't know. No, I thought it was great. I thought everyone like helped cook a dish instead of like one person being overwhelmed with making the entire meal, because that's a lot of work to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
I didn't have the same feeling that you did. No.
A lot of work to cook Thanksgiving dinner. You didn't do shit, dude.
I ordered a ham. I made sure the ham didn't get burnt. I made sure this year that the pies got picked up and I didn't forget them.
Yes, you did pick up the pies, which was nice. And then, you know, it was so cool because we were also running around trying to make sure that we got all of the turkeys that we needed, all of the pies. We ended up feeding over 600 people for Thanksgiving Day, with donations from our friends at HEB in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
They donated 15 turkeys.
I saw some videos of all the soldiers getting plated their food. We're going to have to find a way to share a little bit of that because it was really cool.
You know, again, big shout out to Charlie and Amy for, you know, being there, boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Not to mention our good friends, Jeff and Don. I mean,
showed up and helped out. Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of friends, and we're very, very fortunate that we have a lot of friends, and all of those friends bring something different.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of different things to your relationship. And Jeff and Don are one of those couples that just easy.
Yeah.
Go with the flow. They're down for whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if we go, hey, we want to go do this, they're like, sure, we'll do that. You know, so they make life easy, but they also have really good hearts. And Wednesday, after my show in San Antonio, they came up to me and they were like, how do we serve? We want to go and serve food. So thank you.
They're a military family too.
Yes, they're a military family. Thank you, Don and Jeff, so very much for everything that you do. Fuck you, Don, because I know how many pies that you bought for my wife, and I have now lost. I lost the pie competition, so Renae is going to pie me in the face.
He's only a little bit bitter about it, you guys. Just a little bit.
I'm like, come on, 2 years in a row.
I said, I don't want to do this contest anymore if you're going to get grumpy about me getting to pie you in the face every year.
I don't want to hear this. Women or men are equal. We're equal. Bullshit.
What does it have to do with women or men? It just has to do with the fact that people like me more than you, or they want to see you take a pie to the face.
People just rather see me take a pie in the face than a girl. That's bottom line. It's bullshit. And Don, fuck you again. Fuck you. So yes, I lost the pie challenge, but we are all winners. We're all winners.
Yes. Thank you guys for participating.
You know, Shake and Bake did an amazing job with the desserts.
Yes.
Amazing job. Thank you, Shake and Bake.
And he brought some stuff over for us for Thanksgiving too. It was delicious. He brought us all kinds of goodies that were delicious.
Zero sugar. And under 10 grams of carbs.
That's awesome.
All of his pies. So
awesome.
Shake and Bake next year for Thanksgiving. I mean, it's amazing how things worked out. You know, not to mention, you know, we were going to split the pies between here and Pendleton with
Sonia.
I
forgot you had this news to share too.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, Sonia calls me and she says, you don't have to send your pies here. We got a donation because of your pie challenge for $100,000.
Isn't that crazy? That's crazy.
So in total, not to brag, but I'm proud.
And you should be.
We were able to raise 15 free turkeys from HEB. We were able to raise 500 pies.
Yeah.
And $100,000.
Did you say, because it's amazing how like all these things just kind of kept coming. Did you say the pies, how the turkeys got donated? Because I just thought that was like another gift from the universe that just presented itself.
Well, you know, look, my job when it comes to Helicopters for Heroes, when it comes to the veterans, you know, my main goal 100% is to make people aware.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of my show, I want to make people aware.
I'm going to sneeze. I'm sorry. Keep going.
What our veterans are truly going through. You okay?
Yeah. Do I have boogers everywhere? Am I good?
No, you're good. You know, number one goal is to get awareness.
Yes.
Let people know, you know, what our veterans go through. That's
you got a big mouth.
And yes, and that's
free.
And you
know how to use it.
And that's free. But you know, my second goal is, can I raise money, and can I affect, you know, financially, can I gather people together to help me help them, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on stage in Miami, I'm running my mouth, and I'm like, man, we got to feed these people, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, this guy comes up to me, and I hate that I forget his name, but he comes up to me and he goes, I am the meat distributor for HEB.
Yeah.
He goes, you are not buying turkeys. I will call HEB.
I am the poultry guy. Are turkeys considered poultry?
He's a meat guy.
Meat guy. Okay.
Yeah, and he goes, I will make sure that you are not buying pies. Because we had
turkeys. That you're not buying turkeys.
Because we had decided that, okay, we will donate 10 turkeys.
Yes.
We will pay for them. We will buy them, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, this guy comes. And not only that, how convenient that he was like, where do you want them? Where do you want to pick them up?
Yeah.
What HEB?
Uh-huh.
I said, I want to pick them up right here in New Braunfels. He goes, no problem. He goes, send Charlie and Amy over there. They've got turkeys for you. So
that was amazing. Like, what are the chances that you talked about it on, you talk about the servicemen, but that you said, hey, we're going to do this, like that you shared that story on stage, and there happens to be a meat guy in the audience that had the ability to be able to gift that.
But that's why I think the pie thing is so great, because we all want to help.
Yeah.
Right? But not everybody has $100 bill for you. Yeah. Not everybody has $1,000 bill to give you, right? $1,000 to give you. But hey, I got 25.
Yeah.
I got $25. I can do that.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a connection at HEB. I'll make the phone call. I can do that. Yeah. Right? So I think that's...
Yeah, and you could tell when you talked to him on the phone that he was so happy to be able to do a good deed for Thanksgiving too. Like this is exactly what you said. We all want to be able to do a little something.
Look, as much as I love giving, it feels good. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. No, it does, right? Yeah, I get something for my soul too. Yeah. And I feel good when I can get on this podcast and say, look what we did. All of us, look what we did.
Collectively together.
I was the cheerleader and said, hey guys, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Well, now we're going to make it an annual event. Yeah. HEB said they're on board next year. Right? Of course, Shake and Bake's on board. Of course, Old Salt Coffee's on board. Yeah. And here we go. Right? But it was awesome. So thank you all, man. It was amazing. And
yes. And we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families.
Well, we were so, it was so great to be with my family. Yeah. On Thanksgiving, lounging, relaxing, and your poor dad, dude.
What did my dad do now?
So Sean, my brother-in-law, who married your sister, poor son of a bitch. And when you marry a Smith girl, that's why me and him, we bond. We bond over the pain of marrying one of you, right? So Daddy Raymond's here. We all gamble. And Sean and I go, whatever Daddy Raymond picks on these games, we're going to do the opposite.
How'd it work out for you?
I told Sean, I go, no matter what, dude, no matter what, whatever Daddy Raymond picks, we're doing the opposite. He's like, I'm in. We kept winning.
Oh, my poor dad. So he didn't seem that bummed out that he was losing. Usually you can really tell.
So that's Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. And then Friday there's games and we're like, hey, Daddy Raymond, what are we going with here? What are we doing, right? By Saturday he was like, fuck you guys. I know what y'all are doing. Y'all are going against me. Y'all are all happy when I lose. Y'all are going against me. It was so funny. Because you owe me commission. You owe me commission. And then what were we talking about the how we met and the lottery numbers?
Oh my gosh, yes, that was hilarious. You said that we were talking about feeling lucky and blessed and all of those things, and you make jokes about how my family won the lottery when I married you. And my dad was the one, when we originally met, my dad actually gave you my phone number.
Yes. And I said, her phone number was your winning lottery numbers. And he goes, all right, man, fuck you, dude. Don't do that shit on stage. But okay, it's pretty funny. You can do that on stage. It's pretty funny.
We all had a good laugh.
So we really enjoyed Thanksgiving. And I ended up performing right down the road in San Antonio.
I understand you're tired and worn out. I think that's a big part of it. It's a blessing to have San Antonio in our backyard, and it's a great club, and the great crowds come out there that you can run and do that. But
I'm flying back Monday with a whole family.
Yes.
Okay. Then Tuesday, I'm taking Garrett to do a father-son ranch trip. Then Wednesday, we're all cleaning up, all preparing for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And
you're doing press and interviews for San Antonio.
Press and interviews. And then Friday, it's back to work for 2 shows. Mm-hmm. Saturday, 2 shows. And then we organized a limo bus. We're so lucky. This neighborhood is amazing. Yeah. It really is an amazing neighborhood. And there's a lot of hardworking, like-minded people. Yeah. And we've become very good friends with so many couples that are our age, that are raising children as well. And we all decide, you guys remember y'all did the bitches, the witches thing. But the whole neighborhood had got
witches ride.
Yes. So we ended up doing a limo ride Saturday.
Yes.
And we left early so that I could ride.
So you could join us.
Which, by the way, this company, and I don't want to name any names because they gave me 0 discount, but they took a city bus, blacked it out.
Like retrofitted it, right?
And then completely put in benches and seats and disco
Cushy benches.
Disco balls. And I mean, it was
dancing poles.
Like a riding nightclub.
It's for sure like a riding nightclub.
So you drop me off, you go to dinner, I do the show.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
the huge cooler in the front, you just bring everything in
and then
there.
you guys showed up, and then afterwards, we just partied.
Yeah.
On the way back. And everybody had...
It was a good time.
Everybody had a wonderful time. And a big shout out to Jose Trevino of the Texas Rangers who joined us for his birthday.
It was his birthday, yes.
It was his birthday.
Oh, and then the nightcap, Miss Dora was here. So she had you'd asked her to make menudo that day. Of course, whatever Steve wants, she's happy to make. So she made you menudo. And everyone was like, at the end of the night, they're like, there's even menudo at the end of the night. This is awesome. It
was great. And but it was really cool too for me to see everybody dressed up. Because we all live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we always get together informally.
Yes.
Right? People always wander over. Sundays, people wander over our house.
Yeah.
Sit down, watch the game. Mommies are in mommy clothes, chasing kids around.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to gather a group of adults that are our friends. We all got dressed up. We all went and did the show. And Jeff was great. He goes, man, I felt bad dropping you off. He's like, I felt like we were partying on your dime while you're working. I go, Renae, do you ever feel that? Do you ever feel the feeling that Jeff just felt? And you were like, no, I don't.
No, I work for it too, all week long.
But it was an awesome weekend, and we're gonna do 2 weeks in San Antonio.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'd do it again.
We're gonna do it again, and we added a show on Sunday because everything's sold out. Everything is completely sold out.
Yeah.
And we ended up adding the show on Sunday for everybody, and we're just
wait. So am I gonna pie you in the face at the show? Is
Thursday.
that what we're doing?
Thursday, you're gonna pie me.
Look, you were starting. He was getting in a better mood. I shouldn't have brought it up. You were starting to get happy again, and then I brought up pieing you in the face, and I just saw the look on your face. You got real grumpy again.
All I'm saying is, I have not heard or seen Renae on stage. I haven't seen her writing jokes. I haven't seen her making you people laugh.
When I do, you say they're bad.
Exactly.
I try to make a joke, and you shit on it.
I bring all the entertainment, and yet I get pied in the face.
Yet again, providing the entertainment. Once again, that's exactly what it is.
It is more fun to see me get pied in the face. I get it. And I had something else to talk about, and now you got me off. Yes, we're going to do it on stage, by the way.
Okay.
We're going to get pied in the face on stage. And then
a second show was added to San Antonio. That's what you were saying. So we've added a show.
Yes. So why don't you tell everybody what we did today? Which, by the way, I was like, I'm writing this new bit. I'm writing this new bit about, how do you raise a son who's so privileged? Right?
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to come up with examples of things that he has that I didn't have.
Okay.
And today was one of those. Today was one of those where I'm just like, really, dude? Really? Cookies with Santa?
You're upset at me that I did it?
No. Look, the pictures are going to come out beautiful. I mean, but my point is that when I was a kid, I was in line at the damn mall, okay?
Yeah.
For 3 hours to sit on the lap of a fake Santa, right? You could see the
elastic?
Yeah, you could see the elastic hanging down, and then you sit on their lap. They go, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, wait, we're being loud. I was like, we're talking about it. And Garrett's here because we just did it. I don't want him to know. I don't want him to hear.
He's not listening.
Okay.
So anyway, we, I would sit on his lap. They would say, what do you want for Christmas?
Wait, let me just make sure.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
It's like a mommy moment. I'm sorry.
Really?
Let me just make sure.
Hold on. Let's make sure for Captain Evil that he's not listening. Which, by the way, I'm going to tell you guys and I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Garrett told me straight up, I know there's no Santa. I just like it, and I want to make Mom happy. So there you go. He already knows, but I haven't told her. He knows what's up.
Okay.
So anyway, Renae books this.
It's called the Santa Experience. It is a little over the top and extra, but you're not surprised. I'm a little over the top and extra. But there's like an age gap between the kiddos. And I think we have, if that, I think this is the last year that we have a Santa believer in the house. And with it being like Delilah's first Christmas, I really wanted to do something with the two of them where they like really got to meet Santa and he believes. I just want one more year where he believes. That's all it was. It was for me, really.
No. I mean, look, you're not going to get that again. Again, he's 6 years old.
Yeah.
Next year he's going to be 7, right? I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that we are able to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I feel very blessed.
Yeah.
To be able to give our kids that experience.
Yeah.
Yes, 1,000%.
He had milk and cookies with Santa. And
oh my, they get to spend an hour.
Santa read the night before Christmas to him, like actually read him a book.
And the set is beautiful.
Yeah.
And the Santa looks so legit.
And there's magic dust.
And they're going to do, I mean, they have these beautiful frames that they do and they print them out and they look like, the Polar Express.
Yeah, it looks like something out of the Polar Express. Yeah.
Yeah, and they give you a book that tells a story with.
Well, they don't give it to you, Steve Trevino.
I know, but I just had a moment. I'm just like, oh my god, this little shit, dude. Like, talk about things that he gets to have that I,
never imagined, never knew were possible.
But there's also a moment where we need to make sure that we explain to Garrett that, hey, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
You're very fortunate because not all kids get to do that.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Really. And that reminds me, maybe, because she's a fan, maybe we can get her to donate something to Helicopters for Heroes and we can buy it for a veteran family.
That would be really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool.
That's how my brain works. I'm always like, okay,
how do we give this opportunity to someone else?
How do we give this opportunity to somebody else?
Yeah.
But it was cool. And Delilah at first was a little like,
oh, she was not into the dude with the beard. I don't think she was ever into. I don't think she ever really came around. We did get her to be in some of the pictures because there were really cool toys on set.
She played toys and
she liked the toys.
She did good. She did good. We had
Garrett's such a good big brother.
Oh, and then man, so this comes out Friday. You guys are gonna watch this Friday. I need to figure out how we're gonna run this contest.
We have a contest?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that we were just talking about.
I just got off the phone with the Mirage in Las Vegas. And Rick, you don't even know this yet. She said if I want
Rick's like, oh great, what are we gonna have to pull off?
I mean, I have to confirm it. But she said that most likely she can get me a private craps table. So we gotta figure out a way. Yeah. That's awesome, right?
So
So we got to figure out a way to give a fan.
Yeah. Someone who watches the podcast?
Yeah. Somebody that's going to the show is buying tickets to the show. We got to figure out a way to give them an opportunity to win, to play craps with me.
No angry titties included.
No angry titties. Sorry. Yeah. No free range titties, but. And a lot of people have been asking, so we'll figure that out. But also, a lot of people have been asking about, we filmed I Speak Wife in Waco almost a year ago. And people are hitting us up going, when does it come out? When does it come out? When does it come out? Well, we're kind of in a holding pattern with it because we have had several offers.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's going to go. Somebody has offered to hold on to it, to do something really cool with it.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are wondering where I Speak, this one's called I Speak Wife. If you were at the taping,
next new special, it's been filmed. Yeah.
We're working on getting it out there, but we're very excited about Vegas.
Well, I know, but you just said I Speak Wife. I also forgot, My Life in Quarantine is actually international now.
Yes.
So people in Canada and South Africa and Singapore and the Philippines and India and all the people who were like, when are we going to get to see it? You can now.
If you're a fan of the podcast, that one's great. I am not a big fan of that special.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest.
Well, no, but it captured a moment in time. Like it totally captured a moment in time.
I'm not saying I'm not proud of it. I'm not saying that we did not do a wonderful job of it. We did.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is that it is, in my opinion, if you're a podcast fan, then that's the show for you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you get to see me do a little stand-up. By the way, jokes I wrote without being on stage.
Yeah.
You know, that I performed that
Never
day.
rehearsed in front of a live
Never
audience.
rehearsed, right? Because it was coronavirus.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun that night doing the podcast in front of a live audience. I loved getting your dad on stage higher than Draft Pussy. I love getting Miss Dora on there.
Yeah.
You know, Phil and
so
Tatiana
good.
were great. So I'm very proud of the special.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite? No. But I'm very proud of it. And I
love that we're able to offer it internationally. So I wanted to share that with people.
No, of course. Like, you know, I can't wait, man. You know, I will be completely blown. I'm already blown away that we're at the Mirage in the big room. Like, that's already pretty trippy to me, right? And it really hasn't set in. It kind of set in today.
When you had that call?
When I'm talking to head of entertainment and they're like, "What do you need, Mr. Trevino? What would you like to do?
Yeah.
What room do you want? What?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, you're gonna ask me like that?" You know. And then it's also kind of sinking in, like, holy crap, January 7th, I am gonna be in Times Square performing.
Yeah, I know. I was telling that to someone this past weekend. I was like, and you know, Steve's in New York City in January in Times Square.
It is unbelievable. There are things that I envisioned and I imagined. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Right? There are things that I envisioned and imagined and thought to myself, man, that could happen.
Yeah.
Right? Like that I could get to the point
Yeah.
where my photograph is up at a comedy club.
Yeah.
Right? I used to walk into the comedy club, see all
Yeah.
the headshots,
Yes.
see all the pictures up, and I thought to myself, man, one of these days, that's something that I would like to happen.
Yeah.
But I also promised to myself, and you know this, I would never ask.
It would come in due time.
They will do it if they want to do it.
Yeah.
If they think I'm deserving of it.
Yes.
But I am not going to ask.
Yeah.
And a lot of comedians, and I've been with them early in my career, were like, "Oh, well, my picture's not on that wall. I'm not performing there." You know, they would literally. So then their agent would call the club and go, "Hey, if you want so and so to come, we got to get his picture up. He's offended that his picture's not up. Put his picture up."
Yeah.
I will never be that guy.
Yeah.
Never. But then you walk into San Antonio, and not only do I have a picture. I don't have the picture on the wall.
He is a garage door. Like, they have a huge, and it's not your standard size garage door. It is a massive
And it's like-
garage door,
it's-
side of the building that opens and closes.
It's me, Angela Johnson, Gabriel Iglesias, and Dave Chappelle. And I'm
so
like,
amazing. I'm
that's
so
awesome.
sad when we had the big old group the other night that
How
we
did we
didn't
not
get a
take the
picture
picture?
of all of us in front of your garage door.
Did they see it? Did they see the picture?
Well, listen, as soon as we pulled up, I said, not to brag, but that is my husband on the garage door.
On the wall.
Yeah, garage door. It would be a garage door.
But I never thought to myself, one of these days I will be performing in Times Square.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was one of those that it didn't cross my mind that, oh, wow.
Yeah.
The biggest city in the world, right? I'm going to be not only am I in New York City.
You're in Times Square, like the Mecca.
I'm in Times Square. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my, and we've been there. I've been in New York.
I was gonna say, I love doing New York with you because maybe because that's like kind of where we first fell in love. You know, I was in college and you were on the road as an opening act, but there's something about the two of us being in New York together that just really
Headlining a theater.
really gets me.
It is unbelievable to me. And I have these visions and these dreams that, man, I want to do a world tour.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to go visit all the people that reach out to us.
Yeah.
I would love to go do Australia, right? And Kenya and Singapore and
Yeah.
the UK and England. You know, I would
Yeah.
Italy. I mean, I would love to do all these places. And I think that there'll be a moment of like, holy moly. Like, I mean, when you guys, I don't know if you saw the video or not, but if you saw the little corner I grew up in Gregory, Texas,
Yeah.
or the little house I grew up in Portland, Texas.
Yeah.
If you saw what Gregory Portland is, Gregory Portland's a wonderful place to be from. So I'm not saying it is not I love being a Gregory Portland Wildcat.
Yeah.
I love it. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's just that when I tell you that Gregory Portland, when I was growing up there, it was a tiny town.
Yeah.
There was no, I mean, we had a Whataburger. That was it.
Yeah.
And then we got excited because Taco Bell came. That was huge.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, now Portland they got a Walmart, they got a Chili's, you know,
yeah.
They've gotten a lot bigger. But when I was there, man, and Gregory has not changed. And I was in Gregory from 4th grade to 8th grade. And Gregory literally has 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Right. And back then they had 0 cops. And the little block I grew up in, man, and you look at it and you go, wow, man, like, I can't imagine this was my whole world. And now I'm headlining the Mirage in Las Vegas. I'm going to be in Times Square. Like, it just, maybe I'm going off too much, but.
No, it's sweet.
It really is. It really is truly unbelievable.
I think it's this time of year too, you know, like I think Thanksgiving and Christmas, you just really sort of appreciate and kind of settle in.
No, I've always been very appreciative.
Yeah.
I finally saw you be appreciative for the first time.
When? For the first? What do you mean for the first time?
I have never.
What happened for the first time that you saw me be appreciative?
In all the years we've been together, physically, I know you're appreciative. So I know you are.
Before you're mean to me on the podcast again, so that people buy more pies for me.
But I saw you have an appreciative moment.
Oh, you did?
And I have appreciative moments all the time.
Okay.
But when we brought in those damn nutcrackers, dude, the freaking nutcrackers are 6 foot. And I opened the box, I set them up. We have a 12-foot Christmas tree. 12 foot?
I think so, yeah.
12-foot Christmas tree right in the middle as you walk into our home. And it really is beautiful. But you were like, I can't believe this is my house. And I'm like, oh my God, finally.
If you only knew it took nutcrackers taller than you.
You're the only nutcracker I know. No, but it was cool that you had that moment of like, wow.
Yeah.
You know?
I have them too. It's just you have a very big ego, so I keep them to myself. I don't need to tell you every time I'm impressed with you.
I don't have a big ego. That's bullshit. I'm very, very good at being humble.
The humble brag.
Is that it? What is that called? An oxymoron?
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but
good job.
I barely graduated high school.
Good job.
People that watch the podcast know I can't spell. I have dyslexia. I'm a mess, but
that was so loud.
Yes, lots to be thankful for, and I really missed podcasting with you, and I feel like this episode hurt.
What do you mean it hurt? Why?
Because we're not in the rhythm.
Oh yeah.
You know, I feel like we were everywhere. Mm-hmm. Because we had so much
to cover. Yeah.
So it was like, well, we'll touch on this, we'll touch on that, we'll talk about this, we'll talk about that. We didn't really dive into something.
Yes. Okay.
You know, but I still think it was good, and it's good to be back at the table.
Yeah.
And I noticed you left the tag on this reef.
That's like 5 years old.
I know. Are we taking it back? What are we doing, honey? What's going on with the reef?
The reject decorations too. The ones that
see?
No, look. This
do you guys realize that she just said that you guys are not even worth decorating? You got the reject.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, normally, like Betty and I are always moving things in and out of the house into the podcast studio to decorate it. So I had took the old decorations and we kind of put them all in here so that we have something in the studio. We got to decorate for Christmas.
It looks good, I guess. Well, that our time's gone.
Yeah.
Wow. We love you guys, and we're so thankful for you guys. Could not do this without you, believe me.
Yeah.
And we are going to try to film a podcast in Vegas.
Yeah, we got to pack up this studio. We're going to try and pack up this studio and film in Vegas so that we're not taking a bunch of time off here at the end of the year.
So we will see what we deliver.
Wish us luck.
Wish us luck. And for those of you that we're going to see
if Steve wakes up, if I can pull Steve away from the table long enough to film a podcast.
Private table? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not leaving. They're gonna pull out a sleeping bag and I'm gonna sleep on it.
You're gonna sleep on top of the table.
And look, I'm gonna
reserve for Steve Trevino.
My ultimate dream would be to have a Captain Evil slot machine. Nothing would make me happier than to walk through little purses, right? Like your little purses come up, and instead of winning money, right, above the slot machine, will be the prize that they can win. Right? Like 4 Louis Vuittons. Like a
combo claw machine and slot machine kind of thing?
4 Louis Vuittons. Like the clutch, all lined up. And that is the grand prize.
The prize.
Right? And then there's coupon codes that come up, right? You got 10%, 20%, 50%, right? And your money keeps adding up. So you win money.
Yes.
But the grand prize is the bags, the shoes.
Yeah.
Jewelry, Captain Evil shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I want like a coin pusher, but it's jewelry instead of coins.
Oh, yeah. You put like little jewelry in there, then you have to try to get, that would be cool, a bit boring. We're going to do the slot machine. So, and I wanted to put it on the podcast so that if anybody steals this idea.
You have just copywritten it.
I copywritten it, and it is on my podcast. And then the fans can be like, oh my God, it's Steve Trevino. And by the way, all the TikTok bits that are being done, please, Renae and I, sometimes we're not on it.
Oh, yeah.
Or we're not tagged on it. Please continue.
We love it when you tag us in them and you send them to us so that we see them because there's so many good ones.
There's so many out there and we don't even know that they're out there because we're not getting tagged, which is a bummer, but we're flattered and we're happy that people are doing them. So if you see them, thank you for those of you that do tag us and let us know, like, hey, check this out. Thank you. So we're wrapping it up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aztec Chevrolet. Thank you, Old Salt Coffee. We love you guys. See you next time.